In this video, we will be discussing how to change from mixed to improper fractions, as well as simplify fractions. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is how to simplify fractions. And when we simplify fractions, we just want to follow one simple rule. We want to divide the top and bottom by the same number. Now, sometimes this will be possible and sometimes this will not be possible depending on the numbers. For instance, say I had the fraction 6/18. I'm looking at these numbers here and I know that I can divide 6 and 18. I'm going to start with 3 because I do know I can divide them both by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now looking at the numbers 2 and 6, I also know I can divide those both by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 6/18 simplified would be 1/3. All right, let's try another. And now I had to simplify that twice because I did not start with the biggest number that you could use. I could have just said that 6 and 18 could both be divided by 6, and then I would have done that in one step. So always think of the biggest number that you can use. All right, let's try 18/20. I want you guys to think, what number can I divide both 18 and 20 by? And I am automatically thinking 2 because they are both even numbers, and all even numbers can be divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So this would simplify to 9/10 because 9 and 10 cannot both be divided by the same number, because the only number you could use to divide 9 would be 3 or 9, and 10 is not 3 and 9 are not factors of 10. So 9/10 is in simplest form. All right, let's try one more. Let's get rid of this. I am now going to do 21/36. Now I am thinking, what can I divide both 21 and 36 by? And I know that 21 can be made up of 1 times 21 or 3 times 7. And I know that 36 can also be divided by 3 because you can do 3 times 12 to get to 36. So I'm going to divide these both by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So this would simplify to 7/12. All right, now that we have talked about simplifying, let's talk about mixed to improper. Or sorry, we're going to do improper. Yeah, we're going to do mixed numbers to improper. And as you guys know, we multiply denominator times the whole and add the numerator. So let's see what that looks like. If I had 3 2/3, I'm going to start with the denominator. 3 times 2 is 6. And then plus 2 would be 8/3. That cannot be simplified because 8 and 3 are not, they don't share any common factor. So 3 2/3 would just be 8/3. All right, let's do another. Let's get rid of this one first. And let's do, all right, let's do 5 6/7. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 6 would be 41, and then my denominator is 7. So 5 and 6/7 would be 41/7. And those do not have any common factors, so it would just be 41/7. All right, let's try one more. And let's do 3 and 4/5. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 4 is 19. So we're going to add the 4, and then that would be 19, and my denominator is 5. So this would be 19 over 5, or 19/5. Alrighty, so now the last thing we're going to talk about is improper to mixed. And to do this, we are simply going to divide, because if we remember, a fraction bar really means division. So let's say I had 21/4. What this is really saying is 21 divided by 4. So I'm going to set up my division. So I have 21 divided by 4. 4 does not go into 2, but it does go into 21 5 times. 4 times 5 is 20. Subtract, you get 1. Now, since we're working with fractions, we're not going to add a decimal and a 0 and bring it down. What we're going to do is express the remainder as a fraction. My remainder is 1, and my denominator is 4, so this would be 5 and 1/4. All right, let's keep going. Let's try another. Now let's try, say you have 20/15. When I'm looking at these first, though, I do realize that these can both be divided by 5. So I'm going to simplify this first to 4/3, because now these are much easier numbers to work with. So now this is saying 4 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. My remainder is 1. My denominator is 3. So this would be 1 whole and 1/3 left over. All right, and last example for today. And you guys are going to try this one on your own. Let's try 25/10. And I'm going to get you guys started. I would start by dividing these both by 5 first. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Now turn 5 halves into an improper. All right, hopefully you were saying that this would mean 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by, so 5 divided by 2. 2 fits into 5 2 times. You would get 4, and subtract, you would have a remainder of 1. So this would be 2 and 1/2, because our remainder is 1 and our denominator is 2. All right, this concludes our homework video on improper to mixed and mixed to impropers and simplifying. So now you guys are all set, and I will see you guys in class. All right, bye guys.